How's it going, guys? Welcome back to West of Loathing. You take my postcard, send it to my lovely brother, and I hope I never hear back from him, because that would mean that I would have died. And I don't want that, so you please just take it. Whoops, sorry Bill, don't mean to get your hopes up. I was trying to walk past you. I'm just trying to head to my room. Ooh, I should see if that dishwasher came here. The dishwasher that I sent here from Breadwood, he might be around. Liver, spleen, venom is what I wanted. Let me make sure I have all those first. I do. I must, because they wouldn't all be highlighted. So liver, spleen, and venom. Pure snake spirits, muscle mysticality moxie, all by 9. Stop chemist horizon for the time being. I gotta double check and see how many. Oh, good. Good. I got room. I got room in my liver for it. So you toss that back. Is there any food I can make at this table? I don't think there is. No food, but I could make more potions. Gland liver medicine is what I'm going to make next, I think. Yeah, let's do it. Gland liver medicine. 1 more AP. And that's about all I can do for now. Drink it up. Oh shit, I thought I had 7 spleen for some reason. Alright, well I'll just try and level that up when I get a chance to. Can I now? Oh, dishwasher. Are you hanging around here at all? Ooh, I know that I have more booze for you, so you take that and give me some XP, please. That must have been it. That must have been all I had. Pretty good amount of XP that you get for that. Ooh, would he be in the kitchen? Does he have a job here now? Is this the same guy? No, it's not. Well, where might he have ended up then? Whoa! He's just washing on the stage? Oh, because he has a washboard! Maybe I can slowly put a band together. Well, we got one musician on there. That's cool. Glad that we could find a new career for that guy. That makes me feel all jolly and happy inside. I'm gonna do like 5 quick wanders or so. More El Vibrato and another punch card. I already had one of those. That's probably enough to get myself a keystone, actually. So I think I already had at least one. Some sort of, another cow. Well, thank you. Thank you for your quick shots, Buffalo Bill. I already am a big fan of having you around. Moo. I keep finding lengths of rope. Do I have to turn those into lassos somehow? I made use of one once, and I really haven't used them for anything since. There was that one time I was like climbing down that mine. More dynamite? Awesome. Professor, I'm here. Let me get some keystones. Hey, the machine beeps and boops a lot, then spits out a keystone. The professor assures you that it is a key. Do you got anything to say about it? I'll leave him alone. Where did we have to go? Was it the Lost Dutch Oven Mine that had one? I think the Soupstock Load had one as well. But I think this was the first one I found, maybe? Yeah, okay, this one did have a slot for a keystone. You insert the keystone in the crossbar, schnick. And now, this is a different place than before. You bend over to examine the device and accidentally stub your toe on it. It hurts, but the box moves. It must be lighter than it looks. Take it. You got the El Vibrato device. The professor will want to see this. You recovered this device from one of those weird El Vibrato ruins. The professor will want to see it. Look inside. You have learned the El Vibrato word for toilet. Oh. Well, now will it say that when I walk up to it? Oh, I wish it would. Monolith is dark. Missing from this box. Could that require another keystone? It doesn't say so. Circular hole in the bottom. That looks like a door. Strange device has 3 buttons. All 3 are sunk into the device though, and it's unpushable. I wonder what I did. These things aren't friendly? Well, neither am I. This is in the first area still, so I assume that these things aren't too tough. Really, I can get away with just kind of jumping into a random battle like that. Did I summon him by pushing this button? Ah ha ha. This could be a worthy battle. I could try and shoot nanny these guys. There's quite a few of them. Hopefully I hit some. Let's try it. Well, that sucked. I'm basically never using shoot nanny again. It's kind of terrible. Kind of more than terrible. It's pretty much straight up garbage. Please shoot someone else, Buffalo Bill. Thank you. That's actually very helpful to me. I appreciate that. It'll make it a lot easier to actually carve my way through these things. You give yourself a heal. How about? It's probably it for the best. Well, you sure are. I wonder if he automatically targets the one with the most health, because that's kind of awesome. That's so much more helpful than I ever thought it would be. A complicated punch card. This is a piece of thick paper with dozens of square holes punched into it. It looks like the ones they used for the census back in '90, but way more complicated. Oh, it's the same exact description, but way more complicated. Plus the second one? Oh, that's what I had just done a second ago. Ah, whatever. It's a good way to get scrap. And now I kind of have a better idea how to take these on, so they shouldn't be too troublesome. Between the three of us here, I don't know if a lot of battles will be nearly as tough as they've been in the past. Push the third one. Alright, a battle like this might be a little tough. Alright, five things has to be enough that I can actually hit. There's 9 squares. He shoots off 5 things. There's 5 of these. Come on, those odds are in my favor that he shoots a handful of them, right? That was okay. That was alright. I'm gonna fan hammer. Oh, jeez. More damage than I was hoping for. Help me out here, buddy. I can heal myself a few times. Having so much AP is awesome. But then we're gonna shoot Nanny. No, what the hell is this one? Fan hammer our way through all those guys. That balances things out a wee bit better. I stand a bit more of a chance now. Is this just like a grinding place? Am I just doing this for the sake of leveling up? I don't know if that's actually the goal here. Awesome. Fantastic. And a new keystone. Whoa! I thought I was only going to be able to make keystones back at, what's his name's, the professor's place. I didn't think I would ever actually find one. That's sweet. I do a lot of damage. I think I can actually shoot my way through... No, if I do this, I'll kill 2 of them, I believe. I'm not going to do the math, I'm just going to go for it. There. I'm happy enough with that. You rope up the guy who's actually a little bit stronger. Buffalo Bill and I. Sorry, Buffalo 3 or something. We need some sort of shorthand for you, man. I'm not going to say your full name every time. My apologies, it's just too damn long of a name. We're gonna blast our way across through there. And now you can contribute, Susie. Hot damn. I'm racking up quite a bit of XP here too. 610 to spend. I kinda want to save it up for Hornswoggling. The extra grit though would be good. I think I want to save it up for Hornswoggling because I'm pretty much want to avoid fighting as much as humanly possible. I'm willing to grind away here for a little bit, but... Oh... Yeah, that was it? I was allowed to summon them, but I can't actually fight them right now? Alright, that's a bummer. But I found a keystone. Oh, I can use it. There's a strange cloth loop inside. At least it feels more or less like cloth. The El Vibrato loop. It's a large loop of that weird El Vibrato material. It's slightly bigger around than your head. Like a headband, like an El Vibrato headband. It seems like it might be a doorway, but there's no keyhole or handles or anything. Does this hole have anything to do with it? Well, shit, son. That was a cool little interaction. Well, we should probably run back to the professor's house again then, because he's probably going to want to see the results of, like, the crazy amount of shit that we just did. Plug up the leak, 15 experience. Why not? Why not top up the experience? Oh, I can forage things. I got hot coffee, speed by 3. That's pretty damn good, actually. It's the only thing I can grab from there, though. It's like the first thing I've actually been able to forage. I flushed this toilet, right? Good, I did. Show him the strange device. Great, let's see it. Ah, marvelous find. The device makes batteries. Or will, once I've fixed it. Batteries? Yep, the El Vibratoans powered their portable equipment with little electric marbles. Oh, I guess batteries just probably didn't exist. Like the one I put in your transponder. I'm sure I don't have to tell you. A regular source of those will be incredibly useful. Awesome. Cool, you take that. Oh, like, look at this. Fabricate a battery. Fabricate a key. How many keystones do I have? I found one, right? At least one? Oh, then I immediately spent it. Alright, I am gonna make one keystone and one battery. That I thought it might be a circle, so I can go insert it probably in that hole to power something up there. Portable power source for those weird El Vibrato machines. And did you not want to look at that cloth that I found? Is there anything I can do with the cloth that I found, maybe? The loop? Try it on, slightly bigger than around your head. As you place something on your head, two things happen. One is that it begins humming and shimmering in that weird El Vibrato, in the way weird El Vibrato things shimmer. I thought it was going to say you can't because of the hard hat. And the other is that you suddenly feel as if you've put earplugs in your brain. Your thoughts get weirdly quiet. Weird. I'll say it's weird and not entirely pleasant. You take off the headband. -5 mysticality when I put it on. Right? Examine? The headband is thinner than most El Vibrato stuff. You could probably break it into scrap pretty easily. Don't break it, just in case? I don't know exactly what I would do with it, but I'm going to hang on to it, because that could lead to something interesting. What the hell am I doing right now? I'm a cowboy in the Old West, and I'm dealing with weird alien scraps and things like that. Oh, I forgot to take off that stench resistance lapel thing. I don't want to keep that on forever. Oh, seeing all those skeletons, where the hell did I find the Whispering Rock? Because I have to go back there. Was that the Humming Cave, maybe? Ah, shit. I don't remember exactly where that was, but I have to go back there. Because now that I learned the Alapatian Skull Whispering, I gotta go listen to that guy. Insert the battery or insert the power sphere. Which do I think I would rather do? Let's do this weird computer, maybe. The screen says, push it? Oh, shit. A tinny voice. Please don't be a huge, scary battle that just obliterates me. Oh, good. Thank goodness. Cool. Venturing further down into the ruin, though, the machine on this side of that weird transport thing is busted. Oh, please tell me I can go back through there. I assume I can. This piece here that's pretty obviously broken. Oh, there's a piece, not this piece. Glowing letters read something or other. There's a big cylinder on top of this big rectangle. Take it. El Vibrato cylinder. This very heavy 2-foot long cylinder of El Vibrato material. Looks a little bit like a coffee thermos, maybe. The cave-in looks like it happened a long, long time ago. Not a lot. Nothing I can really do with any of that, can I? Alright, we're doing an awful lot of hopping around, but I need to go to the professor again. I quickly looked it up. I found the rock. I went back to the old episode. I found it under the old mission here. It was going to take me 1,000 tries to remember that, so I figured I would just go quickly look back at the footage and try to remember that way. There's still nothing down there, right? Which one of you guys was whispering at me? The skull's whispering. Listen closely. He whispers some dark mountain secrets to you, which we can't print here because your computer would catch fire. 20 experience. That's literally all that was for? I genuinely thought there was going to be more to that. Well, okay then. Let's go see the professor after all. Ooh, I can finally gather things from a beer barrel cactus. Is this my first beer I've ever found? Increases HP by 10. This is a mug of frosty beer harvested from a beer barrel cactus, the greatest thing evolution ever produced. Maybe I have seen that once before, I'm not sure. I'm curious how it's frosty. That's quite impressive. Maybe it's just permanently frosty. Leave him alone. Well then what do I do with this guy? Sure, there's somewhere I can insert it then, just not here. Well, let us move along to somewhere new then. We have a million fucking options of places to go. I don't know. We'll go to Breadwood and ask the mayor for one of his quests, and we'll go deal with one of his things. People have been asking me why don't I just ask for all the quests at once? Because it gets overwhelming when you have like 18 news on the map. I'd rather just get them one or two at a time so I can go deal with them at a nice pace. Oh, the Baker Boys. I told them that I would go deal with that one. So let's go deal with that one. The Baker Boys hideout. How much experience do I have right now? How close am I to having Hornswogglin 5? You find a lone tombstone off the side of the trail. It is the final resting place of Festus Treasure Haver, who died many years ago. Dig him up. Nothing too interesting here, honestly. Oh, in that last battle I was in, I forgot to check and look at summoning that skeleton or whatever, whether or not that takes AP or anything like that. What will it take to level up foraging? There's quite a bit of places I can use better foraging. 200, hey? I think that might pay off sooner than Hornswoggling will. I'll set myself back a little bit for the sake of harvesting. The tuna cactus. You got just a can of tuna. Muscle, Mysticality, and Moxie by 5. That's pretty good. I haven't eaten anything today. I'm going to wait and see if I find slightly better food, but that's not a bad one, especially for coming from just harvesting a cactus. A bakery? Why would bandits hide out in a bakery? Obviously, they need the dough. Actually, they're probably just loafing around. You didn't leave home voluntarily, I'm guessing. Ha, ha, ha. Oh, sadly, haha. This baker has definitely seen butter days. He's even saying them when no one's there to listen to him. People are going to question it if you're just saying this stuff to yourself. Ooh, you can harvest agave? You carefully extract the highly alcoholic nectar from the blades. Increase Moxie by 7. I didn't realize it was going to be alcohol. The nectar of Hagar's agave. Agavoidae cabus wabbus. Like, Agavoidae is like a proper, like, genus name or whatever, but cabus wabbus is just made up. Is highly prized by lazy drunks due to the fact that it doesn't require any processing in order to make liquor out of it. Oh, how awesome would that be if you could just walk around and get that loco weed. How far I'm not going to do this right now, but 600, that's not bad. I'm not going to bother with it right now. It's tempting. We'll see if I come across something, then I'll consider it. Hey, there's just a couple of guys hanging out here. These are probably the bandits. These teenagers seem dispirited and are trying to drown their sorrows with big mugs of water. Maybe they misunderstood the idiom? Hey, you boys, wouldn't know about some bread that went missing with you? Aw, nuts, I told you we'd get in trouble, Billy. Shut up, Jerry. Way to just blab about everything, dude. Calm down, you two. The mayor just wants his bread back. Hand it over and the trouble you're in will be minimal. It ain't that simple, mister. We sold the bread for meat to start up this bakery. Why? Because we wanted to make something of our lives. Everyone in Breadwood is just bums. Plus, like, everyone needs bread, right? So we figured we'd make it big. Okay, well, no problem. We take the mayor the bread you've made and call it even. Oh yeah, no problem. Except for the fact that we don't know a dang thing about making bread, it turns out. All we ended up with is weird lumps. Well, you could sell them and call them biscuits or something. I don't care. It can be lumpy bread. Aw, that ain't true, Billy. The last loaf we tried was almost right. Yeah, sure. That one was nearly edible, but we're practically out of ingredients. Maybe I can help somehow? I might know someone. I know. Unlimited bones. Why would you need that? What? We can't make bread out of bones? Gross. Bone meal? No, see, you grind it into bone meal. It's powerful fertilizer. You could use it to grow more wheat. Oh, huh, we do have maybe a handful of wheat grains left. That'll take forever, though. There's been some magic going on in the area. I think these bones will make extremely effective fertilizer. It's worth a shot, I guess. What could go wrong? I'll draw you a map? What could go wrong? Probably a lot of things. The Baker boys sneak out to the buffalo pile and collect a load of bones, which do indeed turn out to make bizarrely effective fertilizer, as in you can literally watch the wheat growing. The grain seems fine though, and after a couple of tries, the boys hit on a decent bread recipe. I thought I was going to go have to learn how to make bread from a baker and teach it to them, and bake enough to cover what they stole from the mayor. I didn't even look at what the other options were. They were grayed out. I don't know what other ways I could have solved this. 40 loaves of bread. This is an entire fiduciary basis for the Breadwood logging camp. All's well that ends well. If bread were money, these boys would be rich now. Too bad meat is money. The baker's oven is warm and fragrant. Well, that's all we need. Don't mention it. Well, heck. That was a pretty easy quest. Let's run back and take on one or two more of those. Might as well keep hammering them out. Transponder bleeps and the signal leads to one of those El Vibrato robots. Just doing harmless donuts around in a forest clearing. Well, let's take him out regardless. Wow, this guy has less health than I thought. I thought since we were in the more dangerous area that he'd be a lot tougher than that. I'm fine. I'm fine with him being easy to take down. That makes things a hell of a lot easier for me. I sure did. Thank goodness for that. Another missed payday would have caused a riot for sure. Glad we avoided that. Offer to help with his problems? The missing mail might as well. Our last batch of mail never got here. We don't know if someone happened to the mailman or what. If something, not someone. Go talk to Reginald in the bunkhouse. He used to be a mailman, so he can tell you where to start your search. Maybe I'll just take one quest at a time. It's a little bit easier than going overboard with it. Is this the beard guy, maybe, who wouldn't talk before? Yeah, talk to him. Howdy, are you Reginald? Who the Fucosia are you? That's probably some kind of bread, I just don't know what it is. Name's the Grimy Slinger. The mayor got me investigating some missing mail. Said you could give me a line on where to start looking. Oh, yeah, alright. I gave up being a mailman a couple years ago, but I doubt they changed the system much. All the mail headed here used to go through a way station just southwest of here. I'll mark it on your map. The Postal way station. Well, thank you, Reginald. And how are you feeling about that picture? Still really enjoying it? Glad to hear it, buddy. Postal way station. There you are, you blinky little whatchamacallit. You see a woodwork sign off the side of the trail that reads Jumble Neck Mine 4 miles that way. It's weird that they just put a period on the sign. Isn't that the second time they made a joke about like punctuation actually being there? It's weird that they bothered to carve individual hyphens and a greater than sign instead of just carving an arrow in it. Well, it's the early days of typeface. People hadn't quite figured out how to put proper symbology in there yet, so they just had to use, I don't know. They're idiots is what I'm getting at. They did it wrong. Continue where I was going. Might as well deal with the way station while I'm at it. Susie. Hey, Buffalo Bill doesn't hang around. Feels like if we're going to sort out a problem with the mail, we ought to be drawing some kind of federal paycheck for it. Yeah, or at least some free stamps. Maybe they'll give us a medal, Friends of the Post Office. So long as they don't mail it to us. Because then I would have to sleep to get it, and I don't want to do that. It says Postal Service property, no trespassing. Go ahead and trespass. How about that? Newspapers, go through them. I got a letter to Roy Bean. This is an undelivered letter to Roy Bean addressed to his house of justice and jelly beans. Why not deliver it? I could do that. Oh, another blank postcard. Interesting enough. Can I send out 2 of those at once if I were to go back to Dirtwater? There's an article about how they had to change the name of Boot Hill Cemetery to Reboot Hill, which is a real thing that's actually in the game, because of all the skeletons that are coming back to life. Ooh. And somebody's removed all the funnies, so there's literally no reason to care about this stack at all. This cabinet's full of maps, but you have no idea what any of them mean. Maybe you can ask about it in the post office in Dirtwater. Yeah, maybe. Maybe they would help me. A big map of the whole region with lots of confusing little annotations on it, and an outhouse that happens to be an in-house, maybe. You don't even want to know what bureaucratic processes were involved in the placement of this outhouse. I don't think it's out. It's very much in. I guess I have to go to Dirtwater. Wow, look how big this map has gotten at this point. I suddenly have like a handful of things I can do at the post office. Ooh, while I'm out and about, someone mentioned that because the leather shop is open now, he'll like interact with the hot dog stand, and there might be some sort of hot dog combo. Yeah, the leathery dog. Armor by 5, the sausage in this hot dog includes some ingredients that are not strictly speaking edible. So I'm not actually going to buy it, but that's super funny that new stores in town start like working together to make new things show up at the shop. That's brilliant. Let's see, what can I do for you? Thanks. I need some help tracking down some missing mail. How do you mean? A mail delivery went missing on the way to Breadwood, and I'm hunting it on behalf of their mayor. The local mail station has a bunch of route maps, but I don't know which one I need. Well, that information ain't exactly secret, but I ain't supposed to just give it out either. A delivery going missing is bad news, though. I suppose it's all right just this once. Wait a sec. After a couple minutes, she comes back with the sheet of notepaper. Okay, so each map has a code number on it, you see? Based on region and direction of travel. She explains how to work out the code you need and gives you a cheat sheet for reference. Postal code cheat sheet. This should help you find the right way. Postal Service way station. And how about taking that postcard? I'd like to send this. You've already sent a postcard today? Ain't heard of the Postcard Limitation Act of 1893? Well, what's that? Okay, so the government put a restriction on prepaid postcards of 1 per citizen per day. Now, why do you think that might be? Well, to reduce strain on the postal... Nope! That's what everyone guesses. But that ain't a thing. The wagons still make the trip no matter how many postcards on board. Listen, we're talking so many postcards you need a second wagon, but that ain't likely. So, to restrict the free flow of information, to keep the people from being able to say too much through the mail, so the left end of the territory don't know what the right end is doing, and vice versa. That way they can implement a different rule and a law in each area, wherever's most affected, to keep them particular folks down. But people can still send letters. Pfft, letters? Who's got time to write a whole letter this day and age? Yeah, but I ain't even got the real big part yet. What's the first 2 letters in conspiracy, huh? C-O... Oh, geez. That's right. In league with the cows. It's all a plot to keep us docile so they can deliver us up to those hell cows they summoned. Do you think the government deliberately summoned the cows? There's proof. The plan was referred to in a rider attached to a Senate Farm Aid bill that was passed 11 years ago. And when did the cows come home? Right. That's right. 11 years. 11 is a very significant number in the West, in the Loathing universe in general. There's no way a Senate bill says let's summon cows from hell on it. No, not in such obvious words. Are you cracked? It's all in code and dog whistles like. Go look it up for yourself. Okay, if I wanted to do that, the capital city isn't even in this territory. It's hundreds of miles away. Uh-huh. And you think that's a coincidence? Okay, well, that's very interesting. Bye now. Is that a real thread I can pull on? Can I become like an investigative journalist of some kinds and go and find that out for myself? Because I really, really want to. Find the right map of the Postal Service way station. Does that mean I have to go... I gotta go back to the postal way station and look at the map to decode? Oh yeah, because it said it had a bunch of weird, obscure things written all over it. You encounter a goblin chef out harvesting produce, by which I mean knocking lumps off cactus. It gives you some real side-eye when it sees you. Hey you, a human, to keeping away from these lumps that are mine, or maybe I am to cooking you instead. What? You goblins don't eat people to eating, do you? Haha, no, gross. I did saying that to scare you away. Did you scared? Ah, geez, a little, yeah. Nice. We'll talk to him a little more. So, what's cooking? Lumps. Okay then, trick him out of his lumps. Wait, no, not these lumps. Huh? Why not these lumps? Poison lumps these are. I am cooking for many times, knowing very well which lumps are poison. Looking here, you receive an unexpected lecture on which lumps are and are not poisonous. So I don't get his lumps, but I got experience? That's good. Maybe I can forage things better now. Probably not. Can I dig through these again? Nothing else interesting. Alrighty. Oh, come on, man. I thought that you were gonna be able to read these codes and shit. Oh, follow the map. Travel towards Redwood. And you follow the map, and you find a suspicious-looking house. Investigate the house. Something about this house makes you suspicious. You can't quite put your finger on it. The place looks perfectly normal after all. I can absolutely see there's just a noose hanging off that tree. But you can't shake the feeling that there's something very wrong going on here. Maybe you're just paranoid. Nope, something is wrong here. Probably just one of those bird feeders where you hang up a ball of suet and seeds and stuff, except the birds ate it all. So it's just, the rope. Or you could hang a tire off of it. Could make a mighty fine tire swing. It's your partner. Something ain't right here. It's not quiet. It's too quiet is the problem. It is pretty creepy. Feels like someone's watching us. I can feel the hairs on my neck standing up. I ain't scared or nothing, but why are we doing this again? For the Postal Service. We're just carrying citizens. Unmarked. There's no name on it or anything. Well, it sure is spooktacular. You approach the door hesitantly. You could be getting yourself into a real bad situation. A bad enough situation that I think I'm going to save it for next time. We'll have to see just what's waiting on the other side of the door for us. How intrigueful. How... Shut up, that's a real word. We'll just have to see what there is. Wait and see. Thank you guys so much for watching. I want to see where this showed up on the map. Oh yeah, it's directly between the two. Perfect. Makes sense. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.